And that's all. Documents is one of the new GNOME applications. The idea, GNOME wants to abstract the whole file system, because it turns out that people actually have trouble navigating folders and subfolders and finding their files. Many people always lose their files. They don't know where they put it. I've seen that so many times. And so GNOME is working on a set of applications that they call this set finding and reminding, which is about finding your stuff and reminding you of what you were working on. Documents is the first of these applications. It shows all your documents flat. You have a search, a way to search for documents, to filter what it is. It integrates with the rest of the system, with your online accounts. So it will show you your Google documents. It will show you your, how is it called, the Microsoft thing, the SkyDrive, documents you have there, your local documents, obviously, documents you can have on an external USB drive. In the future, it will show you on-cloud documents. That's the first of these applications. Later on, we'll see that there are others coming. So GNOME wants to abstract the file system, but obviously the geeks who have been used to it for a while, like us, we still want to use, I think, the file browser, and actually probably everybody will at some point need to browse files and figure out where the files were in the folder. So there's still a file browser, obviously, which received a lot of improvements that some people call regressions in 3.6. Many features were removed. That's true. The split pane was removed. What else was removed? On the sidebar, the tree view was removed. The thing is that, well, GNOME wants to focus on simple things, so it can be usable by many people. And GNOME Files was just a Frankenstein of an application. It was doing everything. It had many parts and everywhere, and nothing was working great. So they removed a few features. They added many others. They added a search interface that actually works for real. It searches in your in the subfolders now. As you type, it searches, which has never been working before. Great news. And they fixed about 500 bugs. Hello. Hi. Just have a seat. So yeah, they fixed about 500 bugs in the last 6 months, which is really something. And well, that implied making a few sacrifices. And obviously, settings. Many people say that GNOME is that GNOME developers hate freedom, that they are interface Nazi, they don't let you change anything, and people want to customize their interface. Well, GNOME has a settings interface, and Mark will show you that there are actually the possibilities for changes are impressive. There's one thing that is worth mentioning here. Region and language here. You probably can't read because it's too far, but region and language, that's where you will add the Chinese input methods. Because, well, you want to input Chinese, that's a language. Online accounts, that's where you add your Facebook account, your Google accounts, your Microsoft Calligraph account, in the future your own cloud account, your email accounts. Everything is centralized here and integrates with the email application, the chat application, the contacts application, the documents even. If you're into design and you use a tablet to draw things, it's supported out of the box, and there are many configurations you can do about it to make it work better. And that's probably all the things that are interesting to mention. There are many, many more applications in GNOME. I couldn't really talk about everything, otherwise we'd be there tomorrow. There's a few things that are new, improved in 3.6 and that are quite nice. There's Boxes. Boxes is an application to have virtual machines on your computer, or connect to remote virtual machines, or connect to a remote desktop. It all integrates everything. It's a search provider so that they will appear when you see. If I search for Fedora in the GNOME shell search, it will show me my Fedora virtual machine, and I can start it straight away. That's really nice. And
so which hypervisors is GNOME compatible with?
Sorry?
which hypervisor, like VirtualBox or VMware or Zen?
It's using the libvirt and KVM by default. If you create a local virtual machine, that's what is used by default.
Okay.
The libvirt and KVM, but the libvirt also supports Xen. It also supports, I think it supports VMware, but only for import, not for creating and changing virtual machines. It supports.
So is it possible to compatible directly with like Amazon EC2?
It's not now. It could be in the future. Somebody's working. Do you know Overt? It's Red Hat's equivalent to the big VMware management interfaces. It's a web interface that allows you to have all your VMs and manage them quickly. So somebody is working on the integration between boxes and Overt, so that you could connect GNOME boxes to your Overt server, and all your virtual machines appear there, and you can manage them straight away from GNOME boxes. Use them straight away from GNOME boxes. It all works really, really well. Surprisingly, for virtual machines, there's a 3D. The 3D acceleration is supported in the virtual machine, so you can run GNOME Shell. You could play in a virtual machine's 3D game. It's obviously not very performant, but it works. There's all the full screen, the how do you call it? The mouse pointer can move from the outside to the inside, and it doesn't make you change. It just works. Copy paste from the VM to outside of the VM works. It's really, really nice application. Sorry?
Shared clipboard.
Shared clipboard. Thank you. Disks is an application to manage your hard drives, your external hard drives, everything. It's a really nice one. It had lots of improvements for in GNOME 3.6, especially for people who care about security. You can now erase securely your hard drives by writing several times on them, so to remove the magnetic remnants. It has a well, it supports GPT, all the advanced things that one could want in a disk application. It can warn you when your hard drive is getting old and about to fail, which is quite nice too. And clocks, well, it's a clock application for it's a preview in GNOME 3.6.